I'd say that my music is deeply influenced by art and fashion. So much of the collaborators I work with, I'll actually bring in references that are visual or sometimes even garments, or I'll oblige them to follow me to art shows. So I really have, I guess, a background that is keen in exploring film. And I'd say that my music is pretty cinematic, and for me, art and fashion is really celebrated in those mediums. So yeah, there's definitely, when you listen to my music, it's quite epic in scope, it's large. I'd say it's almost like operatic, or in its essence influenced by opera. And there are moments where I really indulge in the stage, basically. And so the idea of theatricality, of performance, of performativity. So I definitely have rituals when it comes to my voice and voice rest and how much I want to be giving out before the stage performance. I'll usually try to voice rest for a couple of days before the performance. A couple hours before the performance, I'm a total anxious stress ball. And I'm scared and I doubt myself, but at the same time, the moment I enter the stage, I take all of that stress and anxiety and I center it. And once I'm in front of the mic, there's no place where I'm more comfortable. I feel solid, sure of myself, and ready to fight, and ready to come out winning. And it's an internal fight. And then once I'm on stage, it's a matter of revisiting all these characters that I've written about, all these personages, and getting back in those emotional states, which are sometimes a little grueling. But once I come out, I'm just basically on a high. I'm on cloud nine, and yeah, I'm ready to celebrate. I definitely say, and I hope this is not too cliche, I would definitely say just to believe in your experiences and your talent and your strengths. There's so many people out there, whether it's willing or not, that will discourage you, that will make you believe it's a smarter decision to sometimes leave your creative field or your creative passion. I really think, especially with young girls and young women, to just believe in your gut instinct and to persevere and to go get it. Yeah. It's funny because I arrived here from Montreal with one luggage, and I did not bring much of the things or objects that were dear to me from back there. And I think it was also, at the time, it was economical decision, but it's also an emotional one. I wanted to start fresh and start anew. Strangely enough, this place and my room are almost a polar opposite from the music. So the music I make is quite dark, abrasive, almost glacial. It's quite different. And then here it's cozy, definitely almost like a nest. And I think it's that tension between both that helps me create. I live in an environment that's really comfortable for me, and when I'm writing, I am forcing myself to get in these more vulnerable states. So that to me is the tension I need. I don't think I could live in necessarily the realm of my music, which would be all black and latex, but I love it, and I wear that as well, and I celebrate it. I just think for my living environment, it has to be different. I think definitely, and especially with our generation, we are coming together more and more. These last months, I think, have awakened a lot of questions and worries for a lot of our generation, and on the flip side, it doesn't look too great, but I feel like when you're on the ground, people are actually coming together, people are willing to creatively join forces and actually create messages that are meaningful. And so it has been a really uplifting time at, you know, although it's a period, I think, of a bit of unrest here. I grew up with my mom raising me and two lovely sisters, and they're both immensely creative and talented, and that has always been such an important force to me, the female force. And so it's always constantly a discussion with my friends or my family, or also, you know, the male force is really great when it supports and respects the female force. So many of my friends as well are diverse, you know, whether which gender they choose or they associate with. Classic, strict, sensual. So in my space, object-wise, I'd say definitely like my camera, a notebook, like to write lyrics when like it comes to me, and a mic or something to record ideas with. On the flip side, my mother just came out of a grueling cancer fight for the last year and a half, and I decided to stop everything, to stop working on my music, and to take a step back and really focus on family and fighting with her. And it has really made me reevaluate things. And yeah, and to me, I think at the end of the day, if I have my body, my mind functioning correctly, and a healthy soul, that's really, really all I need. Outside of my music creatively, it would really come to fashion, and then the way you dress, the way you walk and you feel in clothes that you choose to put on your body, I think is really one of the most beautiful creative outlet. And then photography is still quite important to me. I studied in photography, but my love was in music. I am a phenomenon.
Good job, baby. Slayed.
Was it?
Clap on the interview, Gabrielle.